Sometimes I usually tell my friends that your life is like a memory card. Your mind is like a memory card. Once I talk about the memory card, I think most of us know what a memory card is. Because in this generation, since there is many technological advancements, some cannot know what a memory card is, because even our phones have enough storage capacity that can contain whatever you want to download on our phones, which was not the case back then when I was still in my teens. When in my teens and these memory cards were brought on the market, it was something that we treasured as so important to our lives, because we used to buy these memory cards and take them to people who work in the video stationaries to place on our memory cards the music and film. So sometimes we wrote on paper different songs and the films that we wanted. So by the time you go to these library people, you already have a list of what you want. So these people, their work was to place on our memory cards the kind of music, the kind of films that we ourselves wanted or requested them that we wanted to watch. So in our free time, we used to watch these movies. I can't remember that we went an extra mile to go to this stationery so that they can place on us adult films that were beyond our age. So as I grew up, I came to a point to realize that the quality of the things that you placed on your memory cards determines the kind of the life you are going to live. Once you make yourself to listen to songs that are not developmental, it means that at the end of the day, your life is going to reflect that kind of attitude. Some of our beloved brothers tend to be gangsters, not because they were created to be gangsters, but because of the films that we watched. They admired those guys that acted in the characters as gangsters. So in the end of the day, our brothers has turned to smoke marijuana, turned to smoke cigarettes, turned to alcoholism, because inside them they believe that the actors that played in their role in the film as the bad man use these elements that turn them to be the gangsters. So at that time I realized that the quality of all the information that you feed your soul, the information that you feed your heart determines what will reflect on your outside. So that's the point I realized how dangerous what the stuff that you allow your soul to acquire in your mind, because whatever information that you acquire in your life is downloaded in your mind. Just like we went on these library stationaries to download for us music or films that we wanted. So in our leisure time that we used to watch. So in the end of that day, our brothers tend to do things that were in line to the kind of music that they watched. So that applies in our normal life. What kind of information do we allow in our lives? What kind of music do we listen to? What kind of movies do we allow our children to watch? That's the most important question in this generation. Because this generation is lost not because we are bad people, but because of the information that we keep on swallowing on a daily basis. Because of the channels that we keep on watching on a daily basis. Is there any control and regulation on how to guide the youth? Because the information that we are receiving, we can't determine whether it is harmful, destructive, because we trust the sources that are giving us this information more than the information itself. So it's our duty and it's our personal responsibility to determine that the information you are allowing to enter in your mind is what you want in your life, or is what you want in your children's life. Because at the end of that day, that information is going to reflect in your personal life, or is going to reflect in your children's life, and it's going to reflect in everything that you are going to do. So the point is, we have to treasure our minds just as something which is very delicate, because whatever stuff you download on your mind, that's what will reflect in the public. If you adopt or you keep on listening to people who are spreading information that leads to disunity, that information is going to be downloaded on your and you are going to start to accept that information as true. And at the end of the day, you are going to be chaotic. At the end of the day, you are going to start seeing other people as not humans. And at the end of the day, you will lead to the action that will lead to destruction of human life. So we have to make sure that we, the sources who are giving out information, we are giving out information that is useful. We are giving out information that is developmental. We are giving out information that unites people. We are giving out information that value people's lives. Because whatever you value, you can't do something that leads to that destruction of that thing. But whenever you don't value that thing, it means that you can do anything that can lead to destruction of that thing. So my point is, you as the people who are giving out information, we have to check the kind of information we are giving to our children. We have to give value information that we are passing on generation, because everyone's mind is like a memory card. Whatever stuff they listen to, whatever music, whatever video they watch, that thing is going to download on their stuff. And that thing, if they internalize it, they are going to reflect their behavior. So if they love watching these pornographic movies, it means that we are going to raise a generation that is going to promote nudity. We are going to have generation, instead of composing music that can help to sensitize the youth, we are going to promote music that has obscene content in it. But because we are seeing that the generation we are living in can tolerate such actions, we are self-destroying our societies. We are self-destroying our community. We are self-destroying our homes. Not because we do not know the root causes of this destruction, but because we have allowed these things to happen as leaders. Because we have allowed these things to go ahead as the generation is at. So the point is, we have to make sure that everyone is responsible to make sure that whatever information you receive, you first have to ask yourself, is this information relevant? Is this information relevant to the kind of information that is needed in someone's life? So we have to make sure that even our kids, we give them the kind of information that can help to build their minds, the kind of information that can help to build themselves in love. We have to give them information that value each and every person. We have to give them information that makes them to be humble. Because whatever information they keep listening to, whatever information they keep hearing to, that's what is going to reflect in their lives. So that's why I usually say that our minds are like memory cards. We have to make sure that the kind of information that we store in our minds is the right information. So that even if it comes upon when I'm in society, my actions will value others. But I have the right information in my mind. So we have to make our memory cards clean. Just like when I discovered that the information that we were listening to on a daily basis, the kind of videos we were watching on a daily basis, they were not good but leading to self-destruction. We enlarged, or we formatted the memory card to make it new. Once you format something, it means that you are going to delete all the information that was on that memory card and start to go and download information that is good. So in our lives, if the information we have is about hatred, if the information we have is about destruction for others, if the information we have is about disunity, we have to make sure that we clean up our minds and fill our minds with the information that can value people, and fill our minds with the information that value everyone as a human. The information that aims at building something which is very important to each and every person in the society. We shall be aiming at changing lives and impacting generations, other than creating things that are going to lead to destruction of the present and the generation that is going to fall us, the generation that is going to fall us. So everyone has a responsibility to make sure that the information you share to others has love. The information you share to others has the kind of unity. Let's stop the habit of promoting this unity. Let's not promote this unity in all times. We have to make sure that we are living in a situation, we are living on the planet where we don't think the same, where we don't look the same, where we don't worship the same, where we don't support the same political parties, but for the good of our communities, we make sure that everything we do can help our nations to develop, can help our homes to develop, can help our societies to be better societies, can help our lives to be better people. So once we embark on that journey, we shall be making sure that this universe is a good place for everyone. This universe is acted as something that can create peace everywhere. Where we are creating wars, we shall be replacing these wars with love. We shall be replacing these wars with supporting those in need. We shall be replacing these places where there is no peace cause of fights everywhere. Let's promote peace. Let's be peaceful in each and everything we do. We usually say that this information, don't give this information to yourself. But if you think that this information is powerful, share it to 5 people and let those 5 people share them to another 5 people. United we stand, divided we